Man, listen. I am hyped. I just got done actually taping my first podcast on the African openness of tree of life, and I'm really excited about what the next few months are going to bring because the possibilities that are going to be opened up for those people that really invest themselves in this process is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what you become in studying these proverbs because this is a book of magic. But now what I want to do is I want to go a little bit more in depth into one of the proverbs. When I get moved like this, I feel that I need to move on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing some of these with folk tales as well. So um, tune into the YouTube station because some of the stuff is gonna be up, then I'll pull it down. It's gonna be private and be used on um, for members only eventually. All right, but check this out. The one I wanted to talk about today is they who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled, said the knowledge holder. Sacrifice harmonizes through right measure. It realigns forces, said the knowledge holders. Now, the piece about this one is that when I first heard this, man, this one changed my life. Y'all don't understand, man. See, because I was struggling in college at this point in time. I was scared to really write papers. I wasn't sure about what I wanted to major in. And I know a lot of y'all like how I was in the same position. And I was ready to quit. And I just happened to go up to the Black Studies Library, which at that point in time, they had like maybe two of them. But I went to the one in the main library. They had a section just for Black students with Black books, access to Black authors. And I went up there and I just happened to just be browsing because I just had discovered it. And, I always liked books. So I went up there and I was just amazed. And I'm roaming through the books and I stumbled across the African Openness to the Tree of Life. And I looked at it. It was a hardback. It was nothing special about the book, but I just opened it up and I read one of the Proverbs and I saw that it was a bunch of Proverbs and I saw that it was a quick read and I had a paper coming up. So I opened it up and I read one of the first Proverbs that popped up and it was this one. They who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And it hit me at that point in time that college was hard because I hadn't made the sacrifices to make it through college at that point in time. Yeah, I was there, but unlike some of the people that was grinding or hustling in the library at that point in time, who was paying money, I didn't have to pay money. You know what I'm saying? I was on scholarship. You know what I'm saying? The reality of college and the importance of using this time wisely hadn't really hit me. I was still kicking it. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about going out after I got out that library. But I read that. Something clicked. Those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And I started thinking about, am I willing to sacrifice to really get out of Ohio State? Am I willing to sacrifice to become the best at what I do? Am I willing to sacrifice to work with people rather than machines? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I really want to be an engineer? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to work with numbers? Do I want to help people? Right? So I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I had to make a decision at that point in time because this book basically opened up everything for me. Just in that statement, those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And I had to determine what I was going to sacrifice at that point in time. Was I going to sacrifice the partying? Was I going to sacrifice some of my friends? Was I going to sacrifice some of my classes? Because I was trying to have my cake and eat it too. You know, I was trying to juggle all these things. I was trying to maintain all these things, but there was no way I could do it. And because I wasn't able to do all of them, I started to fail. I started to struggle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell you, and the reason I want to share this with you is that some of y'all out there right now are not willing to sacrifice. You say you want A, B, or C, but you're not willing to sacrifice what it may take in order to get that. Those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. Sacrifice harmonizes through right measure. When we sacrifice, when we give up something, we balance out our lives. You know what I'm saying? There's a symbol that was used in ancient Kemet often, and it's the scales, right? And the scales were for more than just weighing things. The scale was a symbol of balance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us live our lives off balance. We're top heavy or we're bottom heavy. We're so heavy at the top that we're falling over, or we're so heavy at the bottom that we can't move. And what we need to start striving for is being balanced. And the only way we could be balanced is by sacrifice. Right? And when we sacrifice and we move some of the clutter, we could see that we could find ways to balance out the scales or balance out our lives. Many of us are living our lives totally unbalanced. And because we're totally unbalanced, we can't find success. Right? We're trying to do 5 things at once. When in fact, we may just need to do one thing well. Right? And that's the challenge for many of us on the journey. What is that one thing that you're willing to invest yourself in? See, because understand an investment is a sacrifice. Dude, our ancestors had wisdom and they left it for us, right? They left the very solutions to every problem that we have. It was just sit down and study their words. Last line. It realigns forces. When we bring ourselves into balance, when we sacrifice, and we bring ourselves into balance, this allows the universe to realign forces to start pushing us toward our goals or pulling our goal towards us. It starts realigning, not just align, it realigns the forces to help move you to where you need to be. It puts you in the currents that's going to move you towards your destination of success. Right? Listen, man, those of you on the journey, man, listen, this is real, man. If we start practicing as individuals, we will change our life. If we start practicing as a tribe, we will change the world. Now, I want to do both. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is Brother Tim. I'm just saying, your hustle builds muscle. Remember that. Remember, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to give up something, right? Something. Because a lot of things we hold on to, we really don't need, honestly. But hey, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You don't have to, you can take it with a grain of salt, whatever. This is Brother Tim. I want to say thank you, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful and magnificent, as powerful as you are. And with that, I say peace.